Here previewing the 2017 men's soccer season, I'm here with Coach Steve Widdowson. Coach, first of all, we'll talk about last year. You lost 3 key players in Sosa, Robbins, and Redeker, but you returned 13 players that played significant minutes last season. What are your expectations for the team as you enter in after back-to-back PSAC championship appearances?
Well, our expectations are always high within the program. We have lofty goals every year that we're looking to attain, both in the regular season and postseason as well. Losing good players is something that we've done for a decade now. So we don't necessarily worry about the players that have left us. They're still in our mind and still part of the program. But obviously, the players that are returning and out on the field are the ones that count. And the group that is returning, I think, is very strong, is very good. They have a lot more experience than maybe we've had the last 2 years as well. So now it's about integrating the new guys coming in, and I think they've done a good job so far, and we should have some very healthy competition for every place on the field, which is where we want to be.
All right, and last season the team was very strong defensively. You got Kyle Finsterbush coming off of an all-PSAC performance, as well as Darian McCauley, who started every game as a freshman in the goalkeep, as well as finishing second in the conference with 7 shutout victories. What does it mean for you on the offensive side of the ball when you've got those guys in the back?
Our priority is always defense. We feel we have a lot of weapons and that we can score goals on most teams that we play. And historically we've proven that it's not very often we get shut out, even though it does happen. So we understand that we have to concentrate on our defense first. If we can limit opportunities for the other team, we're sure we can create some opportunities as well. So it's good to have that experience back there. Bobby Finsterbush at the centre back has been very strong for us. Darren was a little up and down in his freshman year, but I think he developed and he learned, and we'll certainly be looking for a lot more consistency from him in the goalkeeping position this year, with competition with the 2 guys behind him. But everyone has to play defence. It doesn't matter if they're the centre forward or the goalkeeper. We expect everyone to defend and everyone to be passionate about defending. So we're hoping we'll be very strong defensively again this year.
All right, and last season you had Jackson Burns and Jacob Goslin, who led the team in goals as underclassmen. What can we expect from that duo on the attacking end this season?
Hopefully more of the same, and even a little bit more. But again, we have a lot of players I feel can score goals. Not just those 2 guys. We look for 5, 6, 7 different guys to be chipping in with goals, and I think you saw that last year. That even though they were our leading goal scorers, I believe they only had 6 goals each. Which isn't a huge amount of production, but we had a lot of guys right behind them with 4 and 5 goals as well, and that's the way we like it to be. We don't want to be a one-man team. We rarely have been that at Millersville. So I think those 2 guys should be chipping in with about the same, and then we should have 2 or 3 other guys hopefully getting about that same amount as well.
All right, and you've got 9 freshmen joining the team. What do they bring to the table alongside the team's veterans?
Obviously, hunger, enthusiasm, is the key thing for freshmen. They bring a new energy in here as well, and that extra competition that we were talking about. You can't survive with just 13 players as the 13 that are returning. So they should give us depth, they should give us competition, and I'm confident a lot of them are going to see some significant time this year. Some of them will get some starts as well, and everybody's going to have the opportunity to play. I feel we've got 2 players in every position pretty much, and that's good for the team overall.
All right, and so earlier this month, the team traveled to England to observe some practices and some exhibitions. What do you think that did to help team chemistry, both mentally, on the field?
I think that's priceless. It's an extra, basically 2 weeks that we had. This was the first year that the NCAA allowed incoming freshmen to go on the trip, so we had 7 of our freshmen going out on that trip as well. So to get them integrated over those 2 weeks rather than, just the 2 weeks of preseason when there's a lot of pressure on the players obviously coming in to make the final roster, I think, again, is priceless. We had a fantastic trip out there. We got 3 games under our belt, so we got a lot of information about our team and about our players, and I think the chemistry and camaraderie was great for them to be driving around in the vans for 10 days over there, playing, training, and again, some of the cultural aspects that we had was good for them, and the games that we attended were good as well. So I think overall it was a very beneficial experience for us, but especially for the freshmen.
All right, and so the team opens the season away at the Wildcat Invitational. You guys are going to be playing both Wilmington and then Bloomfield College. What are you looking for the team to perform on the away setting and in a tournament setting?
We need to be ready and able to compete from day one, and that's going to be a tough start for us. Wilmington is traditionally a very strong team, a very dangerous team. They've been picked number 1 in their preseason poll in their conference, so it'll be a great start for us. So, again, we need to make sure that we're very solid defensively, very well organized, try to give very few opportunities to Wilmington. I don't expect us to be perfect on the first day. Nobody ever is. So it's about making sure that we do the little things correctly, that we have the right attitude and the right mentality, and hopefully we get off on a strong footing there, and then we turn around straight away, play Bloomfield down there in the tournament. It'd be nice to win a tournament. I think that would give everybody a big boost of confidence moving forward. We start off with 5 or 6, I think it is, out of conference games, so that's big for our NCAA bid. So we want to hit the ground running and try and get some very good early results under our belt if possible.
All right, Coach, thank you, and have a good season.